Hey guys, I just wanted to hop on here and show you my photography art project because it's about music and this is a music channel, kind of. So, yeah, basically, this is an artist's book, and if you don't know what that is, basically just glued a lot of pages together and then I had to take pictures for each page, and my theme was music. And I'd like to point out that I made this little latch. I'm proud of it. Alright. First page is about Daniel Caesar. You guys could pause it to look at this, but these are from my two favorite songs by him. Great albums, both of these. Pretty sure this won a Grammy. Daniel Caesar, awesome guy. He is one of the best R&B artists. I think he canceled himself. There was something like, if you look up Daniel Caesar being canceled, like there's something about it. I never looked into it though. Alright, Missy Elliott. She is like my favorite female rapper, and she's one of the best female rappers besides Doechii and Lauryn Hill. But she's awesome, super duper fly, so cool, awesome album. This is from a music video. She always had elaborate costumes in music videos, and this is the intro to Lose Control, and I just thought it really showed her in this. She's cool and she's fly, she's awesome. And you know, the record, the pictures. And then Mac Miller. Mac Miller's a really big inspiration to me. And I started liking, like I found out about him after he unfortunately passed away, but his music really resonates with me. This is from the, like, photo shoot of watching movies with the sound turned off, like the album cover, like a different one, but this is the same set, I think. This is from one of his first music videos. Very cool. This is him performing. I think he's in Berlin, because the shirt says I love Berlin. This is my favorite album by him. It's called Kids. It's really good. And this is the first song on Kids starts out with this. Kids, that whole album starts out with that. And then my favorite song by him on said album begins with this. So yeah, it's great. This is Tyler, the Creator. I mean, everyone loves Tyler, the Creator. I really like this photo. Kind of whenever he was first coming up. It was cool. He always drew on his clothes. And I really like that about him. Like, he's just really creative. These are my favorite albums by him. This Cherry Bomb. You can't really see it, but this Cherry Bomb, Wolf, and Flower Boy. This is theirs from a song called Colossus. This is theirs from a song called Lumberjack. You guys could pause to read it if you could see it. This is from my favorite set by him. This is the Coachella 2024 set in last April. He opened for Coachella. The whole set, beautiful, it was awesome, and it was just great. And this is from the photo shoot for Cherry Bomb. I think this is an alternative album cover to what it ended up being. There's always a bunch of alternative album covers, but he's really cool. And then some albums. Then Rip Momney. Rip Momney's really underrated. I don't think a lot of, so you've definitely heard the cover of Put Your Records On. It sounds like a robotic cover, you know, like kind of like futuristic cover. He's the one who did that, and that really put him on the map, got him signed to a record deal, and I believe he signed to Columbia Records, but I'm not too sure. But he actually originally released this album through DistroKid independently, and then whenever he got signed, he released it through Columbia Records, and then in 2021, he came out with this one. But this is called Her and All of My Friends. It's so good. It's about, he grew up, I think, in Utah and a lot of people were Amish around him, and whenever college came, his girlfriend went to school in Hawaii. All of his friends went to Amish missions, and he was like left alone. So this album's about them all leaving him, and it's really, really great. The first song I heard by him was Lou's Lullaby. I think my favorite song by him is Command V, or Sunny Boy, or Head Start. There's a lot. Sunny Boy, the album's like more lighthearted. I think he has some happier songs, but he said in interviews it's hard for him to write a happy song. I just really like learning about artists, like their backstories, or, you know, origin stories, I guess. This him with his keyboard's awesome. This is from his, I put this here because this is the song that put him on the map, the cover of Put Your Records On. And this is from a song called, I believe it's a single, it's called Paper News. It's great. Alright, and obviously, to no one's surprise, Frank Ocean. And the reason that I say to no one's surprise is because if you have Tyler, the Creator on something, you definitely have Frank Ocean coming soon, or vice versa. I just started listening to Frank Ocean last summer. He's really good. I really like R&B music, and it feels more experimental R&B, like kind of alternative, you know. Channel Orange. My favorite songs are Super Rich Kids. I like Forrest Gump. I also, what's it called? Oh, what is it called, bro? Yes, it's this one. And I also like Fertilizer. I feel like that's more of an interlude, but anyways, that's in Channel Orange. But Blonde, I tried to listen to everybody talks about Blonde, so I try to listen to it front to back, you know, first song to last song, all the way through in the same day. I even watched a 3-hour long YouTube video trying to understand what the backstory behind it was, because it's really interesting to me. And at first, you know, the album, some of it had to grow on me, like Nikes. At first, I was like, this kind of sounds weird, but the second time, I was like, ooh, like, ow, like this song makes me sad. Like, this is a good song, makes me feel emotions. Like, it's good. My favorite songs in Blonde are Self Control, Solo, Future Free, Ivy. There's a lot of my favorites in that album. And Nights, of course. Everyone likes Nights. Everyone likes this album. It's in the Apple Music's top 100 best albums. It's great. It's a good concept, and actually, you may not know this, but the actual album name is Blonde with an E, but the cover is Blonde with no E. Maybe more people know that. I don't know. I didn't know the first time I saw it, and I just thought that was really interesting and cool. Frank Ocean is awesome. This is in Future Free. And I thought it was really inspirational. This is really cool to me. And this is a line that I felt like described this perfectly. You know, this album feels so nostalgic to me, even though in reality, I mean, first time I heard it was probably like 8 months ago or something. But it feels like I've heard it all my life. This is him performing. He always makes that like face. You can tell this guy really likes music, and this is my favorite photo of him because it's cool. Next, Pharrell Williams. I think Pharrell Williams is really cool. He's an awesome producer. He's so great. Like, I mean, there's songs by him that you wouldn't believe are by him. Like, probably a lot of songs in your playlist were produced by him. It's really cool. He's cool. This is actually Tyler the Creator's favorite album. It's called In Search Of. He mentions that in a lot of songs like Colossus. And this album came out in 2014, I think, and it had the hit Happy on it. And I remember listening to Happy when I was like in 2nd grade. This is from Drop It Like It's Hot, and I just put it on here because that's the song that I listen to most by him. I listen to other songs with him, like, you know, Juggernaut by Tyler the Creator. Most songs that I listen to him in, he's a feature or he produced it, like Cash In, Cash Out, Drop It Like It's Hot. This is him. He's literally flexing, bro. Like, he actually has a drip. He's so cool. And I actually have his book. It's kind of just little knowledge bits by him. But he's so cool. Like, genuinely a really cool guy who knows what he's passionate about. Actually, you wouldn't believe it, but I'm pretty sure he's almost 60. And he still looks like this, so that's awesome, too. Joey Valance and Bray. These guys really just became popular. Kinda. I mean, you've definitely heard Punk Tactics, like, hit ya with the punk like, you've heard that before. This is my favorite photo shoot with them. Like, look how, I like how Joey does his hair, and Bray always has a drip, and it's really cool. These are their only 2 albums. No Hands is really good. The production, my carpet is showing. The production got better on No Hands, but it's great on Punk Tactics for it being the first album. But I'm pretty sure Joey Valance has been producing for like a very long time. They met in college, actually. It's really cool. This is them performing. I believe this is at a festival. And this is from a song called Where You From, and this is from a song called Bus It. Bus It is my favorite song by them. And Where You From is, you know, comes in second. And Kali Uchis. She is awesome. She's a great female R&B artist. Red Moon and Venus is probably one of my like top 5 albums. I love it front to back, cover to cover. So she's cool. I think this was her first album. This might be her debut. No, it wasn't her first album. I think this is her second album. I can't say I love this album, like I haven't listened to it all the way yet, but Dead to Me is really good on here, and After the Storm, of course, with Tyler the Creator. I'm a Tyler the Creator fan. Of course I heard it, guys. Come on. This is from a song called Roses. It's kind of about, someone being out of your life. You guys were friends, you never thought they would. They betrayed you, but no matter what, you wish them well. And I think that's a really good mindset I need to remember to have. And this is moral conscience. Someone does you wrong, they were wrong. Like, if someone does you wrong and they kind of never say sorry, they just go away, deep down they know they were wrong. They do. And try to make you feel bad about it, but how could you feel bad for something you didn't do? There you go. Kali Uchis. And I can't really pronounce the name of this. I think it's called Quinzadas. I don't know. It's a Spanish album. I've listened to some on it, but of course I don't really know a lot of the words because it's more a Spanish album. Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is awesome. She's so cool. And I know a lot of people like Billie Eilish because she's cool. I started really liking her in 2021 or 2022, right after the release, in 2021 July, Happier Than Ever came out, and that's when I really started listening to her stuff. But this album, Happier Than Ever, it's my favorite by her by far because I don't know why. This is her most popular, second most popular, and I believe her least, all albums did well, but these two I think have more streams than this. I think. Don't quote me on that. This is her performing in 2022 on her Happier Than Ever tour. This tour really resonated with me. She is great, and I really like her message about clothes because it's kind of like people will judge a girl no matter what for wearing anything, doing anything. There's nothing a girl can really do without being made fun of. And if you can name something a girl can do without being made fun of, I'll give you $100,000 because there's nothing that even I can do without someone saying something about that. You know what I mean? But in her interlude, Not My Responsibility, she kind of talks about that here, and that's great, and that really makes me feel good. And I know that really resonated with me. That's great. And this is her performing recently on her Hit Me Hard and Soft tour. I remember when this album came out. Bury a Friend's my favorite on this track. Happier Than Ever, of course. The title song is my favorite. Happier Than Ever. Great song. Great voice. Great girl. Great rock part in there. Good job, Billie Eilish. But I think besides that, I really like Getting Older. Actually, I think I Didn't Change My Number. I like whenever she goes, in the beginning you can hear her dog Shark barking or growling, and then she goes, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Great. This is her also recently. She has drip, always has drip, bro, cool. This is in Getting Older, and I thought it was a good song to start Happier Than Ever off with. Under this lyric, I cut it out so it would have space, but it says, I had some trauma, did things I didn't wanna, was too afraid to tell you, but now I think it's time. And then the whole album it goes on from that statement, and I think that's really cool. That's really that's cool. And I don't want to sound like I'm 14 and this is deep, one of those people, but I just am really I just love art. Music it's just it's we're listening to her thoughts, or Mac Miller's thoughts, or Tyler Creator's thoughts. It's that's maybe how the inside of the brain sounds. Everyone has a unique sound, and I just think that's cool. And this is my favorite part of Happier Than Ever. So great, really cool. This is also Record Store. Eminem. I grew up with a lot of Eminem because my mom loved Eminem and grew up with him, and he actually came out a couple years after my mom graduated high school. I don't know. But I remember in 2018 whenever this came out, she'd play it all the time. I know this front to back. Since I grew up with it, it's a very nostalgic album for me. He did a remake of the Beastie Boys cover with the plane, and I thought that was cool. It's called Kamikaze. This is my favorite by him. It's the Marshall Mathers EP. I believe that's what it's called. I don't know if the EP is on that, or I might be getting it mixed up with the Slim Shady LP, or I don't know, all the EP, LP, I don't know. This is from his movie 8 Mile, which I still have to watch. It's cool. Like, it's kind of like loosely based on his life, but also like he plays a different character. This is really cool because this is an MTV performance, and he got like a bunch of guys dressed like, Slim Shady, and he performed, Slim Shady, and it was awesome. That's so cool. Like, it was so cool. I watched it on YouTube. It was awesome. And this is, he released the death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace. And I just want to pay homage to, like, he kind of like looks at Slim Shady as somebody different from himself, and I just think that that's like a cool concept. So I put this picture. I think this is officially released because there was an interview that he did with himself. I don't know, it's weird. You have to go watch it. And this is an awesome, cool picture. It's him performing. Really cool guy, and he really influenced me a lot in my music taste. I love to rap, and I know I make silly rap songs on this channel, but I really tried to rap to Rap God. I know Rap God. I know Godzilla, because I just love to rap, and his songs were like how I learned that I loved that. And last, for the artists, I have Odd Future. Of course, the band, it's not a band, it's a hip-hop collective. I don't know if band and hip-hop collective are the same thing, but, Tyler Creator, and look how many people, bro. That's a lot of people. And I know some, Tyler Creator, Earl Sweatshirt, Taco, Frank Ocean, Sid, yeah. Jasper, I think that's Left Brain, and I think that's Domo Genesis, and then, no, that's Left Brain. I don't know everybody from the top of my head. I also know the internet joined at a time, I think, because she is from the internet. But in the early 2000s, this influenced a lot of culture, and what people wore, or teenagers, because they were all so unique and new, and that's Tyler Creator. This is an oldie. This is in white. That Frank Ocean, you could kind of, like, Frank Ocean sung this, and you can tell so much, because I just don't know how to explain it. Also, when he said we'll all fade to gray soon on the TV station, I don't know if he was teasing Channel Orange. I don't know if it came out before or after this album that I'm talking about here, but oldie, really good song by them. I think it's a 12-minute song. It's really good. This is how much I like music. You could read that if you want. I guess it's kind of cringy, so maybe don't read it. I don't know. These are a lot of my favorite albums in my eyes. There's some included that I had in here, but I thought since it's already in the book, it's whatever. But yeah, Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. Okay, a lot of people like this album, okay? But it's good. It's good, and it reminds me of a good time in my life. Interesting time. Favorite song, Brutal, on this album. Survivor by Destiny's Child. My mom used to play this all the time. I grew up with this album. Like, great album. Remote by Wallows. Best song on here is Virtual Aerobics. Definitely. And if Bills isn't in this one, then Survivor's, the name of the title track is the best. Happier Than Ever, best song, Happier Than Ever, or Didn't Change My Number. When We Were Friends by the Backseat Lovers is such a good album. Isn't that a cool name? When We Were Friends, dang, wow, I don't know. Really easy to come up with stuff that I think is cool. But, my favorite song, the song that goes the most with the name is Watch Your Mouth, like When We Were Friends, because it's kind of like, talking about someone you used to know, and it's like, do you think I care about your new job and your new hair? Do you think I cry about your new friend and your new guy? And it goes, well, I do. And then it's like, boom. It's cool, okay? It's cool. My friend actually performed, what is it called? Pool House by them at the talent show a couple years ago, and that's what made me really like. And of course, I think my favorite is Pool House because the connection I have with my friend in this. Yeah, this is The End by the Black Eyed Peas. It's cool. I grew up with Boom Boom Pow, and I Got a Feeling. Those were, I think, one time when I was younger, I sang I Got a Feeling 50 times in a row whenever we were on a road trip, and I kept making my dad replay it, and I lost my voice. I just really like these guys. Beer Bongs and Bentleys. Bro, Post Malone is cool, bro. Like, and I mean, I'm okay with his country stuff, but I really like his rap stuff. Like, I want him to make another album like this. I think my favorite song on this is Psycho. I love that song so much. Like, you can't really understand. It's kind of like mumble rap, but it's like mellow. It's like, it's so good. It's my favorite. When I hear that dun, dun, in the beginning, I'm like, okay, like, I'm floating, bro. Like, this is good. This is Yay by Kanye. I believe this is an EP. I don't think this is an album because it's not long enough, but this is my favorite work by Kanye. Besides Life of Pablo, this is my favorite. This is Fuzzy Brain. Oh, wait. Sorry, I think my favorite song is Violent Crimes in this one. This is Fuzzy Brain by Derulo. I think one of the best songs on it is Fuzzy Brain or Hot Rod. Or wait, no. Rule the World. Or wait, no, I think Hot Rod. Or I like Junior Varsity. That's cool. Anyway. Oh, Call You Tonight was a really popular one on this one. Awaken My Love. My favorite one is Me and Your Mama on this album. This is by Childish Gambino. Everyone likes Me and Your Mama. It's kind of like an edit song now. But, Redbone also is really popular. I just really like how creative Donald Glover is. He's really cool. He makes movies and all this stuff. And this guy's awesome. Wolf. This is my favorite album by Tyler, the Creator. I just really like it. I just really do. I like all of his albums, but by far this one is my favorite. I think this is my favorite album of all time. And I know it's a really favorite album. It's a lot of people's favorite album, but that's because it's so good. This is Cosmic by Bazzi. Or Bazzi. I never really knew how to pronounce it, but this is a really good album. A lot of popular songs in 2019 or 2020 were from this. It's great. It's such a good album. I like all the songs on it, actually. This is Ballads 1 by Joji. I really like Joji. My favorite song on this is Slow Dancing in the Dark. Of course, the favorite, it's the main one, but to me, it's the best one. But I also like his other album, the red one, which is Nectar. My favorite one on that one is Sanctuary. Or Gimme Love. Like, Joji's really cool. I like a lot of stuff he makes. This is In All the Ways We Are Together by Dreamer Boy. This album is really cool. It was the first album that I downloaded all the songs on my phone. My favorite on there is probably Fool or Let's Hold Hands or Joy. Those are my favorites, actually. Her and All My Friends. Like I already glazed it before, it's the best. It's so good, and I love this album a lot. Best song for me is Command V. So Kids, also one of my favorites. It's so good. I love Mac Miller so much. My favorite song on here is The Spins. It's really cool. I also like Senior Skip Day. This is Never Enough by Daniel Caesar. My favorite song on here is Always. Daniel Caesar's a really good R&B artist you should listen to. He actually has some parts in Chromacopia, like at the beginning. I was really happy to see him, hear him on Chromacopia. That was really cool for me. This is I believe it's called Free Time by Ruel. It is... Did I put it upside down? No! I put it upside down. It's okay. It kind of goes both ways, but you could kind of just tell because of the words. But I like Painkiller and I like Hard Sometimes. It's good. He has a really good voice. Really good voice. Oh, wait, no. My favorite is Face to Face of Ruel. Favorite. To Pimp a Butterfly. That's my favorite album by Kendrick Lamar. I really like Alright, I, and You. Those are, Kendrick Lamar is so good. He's so cool. This is my favorite album by him by far. I haven't listened to GNX all the way through yet, but I also like Damn. That one. It's cool. Next. And also Mr. Brown, The Big Steppers. I just really like his concepts. This is No Hands by Joey Valentin Bray. Really well put together rap album. It's really cool. A lot of people say they're like the Beastie Boys and stuff. They're awesome. Bruno Mars, this guy. This is 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars. I grew up with this album. It's really good. Besides, That's What I Like and 24 Karat Magic and, the main ones, I really like Too Good to Say Goodbye, and Straight Up and Down on this track. Denial is a River. Doechii, bro, she got so big this year, or I guess, more last year. So cool. She's really cool. She's amazing, and I'm glad a lot of people are listening to her. And I remember when Yucky Blucky Fruitcake came out, and I would, there was like this trend, was like, Doechii, why don't you introduce yourself to the class? Me and my sister would always make funny videos to that. We never posted nothing, but it's like a fun memory. But she's a great rapper. Nissan Altima is my favorite song by her. Apocalypse Whenever by Bad Sons. I love this album. I think my favorite song on it is Silently Screaming, or Somewhere Lightning, or Apocalypse Whenever, title track. Great album. Finneas actually helped co-write or co-produce some of their songs. You may know Finneas from being Billie Eilish's brother or making his own music. So there's a connection there. And he actually says it in a Nardwuar interview back in like 2019. Red Moon and Venus, amazing. Not a lot of other words besides amazing for this album. I really like R&B, so obviously it's really good, and I've always loved it. And here we go. Music. Yes, that's just what I love. And that's my art project. Well, I guess photography project. So I hope you guys like it. I never really made a video like this before, so hopefully you didn't get bored. Or anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.